What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Knightsman channel. What we got today is a tutorial on how to do a reaction video. Yes, we're going to do a step-by-step guide on how I record all of my stuff. I'm going to link in the description all the different equipment that I use, and then I'm just going to go through the process on what I do to record the audio, to record the video, and to record obviously the game capture. So what I do for the game captures is I use the videos from YouTube on the PlayStation 4. So I use the Elgato capture for that. So I'm just going to go down here, right here, as you can see here. So I actually just finished doing a reaction video to the Iron Mask official trailer. So for that we captured it on here, as you can see, the Elgato Game Capture HD. So that's linked in to the computer, the PlayStation, and my TV. So I do it through a TV instead of a screen because I got this nice lazy boy here. So I guess the main things we need to start off with before we start recording is actually the prep of everything. So when I start prepping, I usually open up all of these three apps, because these are the three apps that I usually use. So for instance, this one here is to record my audio, and it's done through Audacity. Great little app, it's free and it's absolutely perfect. I need to record my audio separate to my HD Elgato because they overlap. So when we go into the editing portion of the video, you'll see how I interact this audio with the video. So there it is right there. If you want to see the logo, there it is right there, Audacity. So it's honestly such a good tool there. Now when I'm prepping this, I'm making sure that the microphone is linked down the bottom here, and that the volume is set to around 80, 82, 85. Anything above that, and then it just it's too basically loud, and it goes real pitchy, and it's no good for the videos. So make sure every time before you start recording that it's hit there. And apart from that, you can see up in the top here when I'm talking that the bars are going across. If you're obviously have it too high there, then you'll see some red bars there, and that's no good because it's a little bit too loud for the audio stuff. But that's how I capture my audio there. Now for the video, so I use Logitech, and I use the actual app here. So they've got a Logitech capture here, and I find that it's absolutely perfect and it fits what I need to do for my videos. So as you can see on the screen here, I'm pretty much recording myself at the moment, recording this. So yeah, that's how I do that. So that's awesome, and all the settings are done up. So I've got the zoom here, which is gonna incorporate that perfect kind of size for me. So this for me is set how I want it set. And yeah, there's some advanced settings here, and then you can go down, select the frames per second or whatever you want to do, but it's recording at the moment, so I can't really change too much there. But this is the app there, that's a logo there if you want to have a cheeky little look, but that's what we're using here. So I'm going to exit out of that. Now because I'm a PlayStation 4, I do everything through that, because I also do gameplay sort of stuff. I use right here the Game Capture HD, which is Elgato. As I said at the start, it's all linked in. All I need to do from there is hit record. Now just a side note, if you're using the way I'm doing it, here's a cheeky little hint. So what I usually do when I start everything up and everything's ready to go, I click on this, the video and the audio, and I start both of them at the same time. So I just click record, minus it, click record, and then I usually keep it up and I just click this and then I click record. Now I wait for about 5 seconds, and as soon as it hits that 5 seconds, that's when I start like my recording, and like hello, like that sort of stuff. And that's done after that 5 seconds. Now it's crucial because in the editing, which is here, which I'll show you in a little bit, that's what we're going to do to edit the video and get it on YouTube. Alright, and I'll show you how that goes in a bit. So we talked about the prep, so having those 3 apps ready to go, and then from there all you would do is record the video. So as I said, you'll be clicking on all 3. Don't worry, we'll link them up at the end in the editing software. But for now, we'll just be banging out our recordings. And once we've done our recordings and you're happy, then you just smash that to stop recording. You'll smash this, and then you'll smash the stop button there. And for the Logitech, it uploads automatically to the file that you set up. So I've got it set up in a YouTube folder up here. For this one, what you got to do is click stop, and then you're going to click file, and then go across, and then you'll go down to export and export as MP3, and then that should export it again to another folder, which I'll open up now for you so you can have a little look. So I've got the audio going to this one here, the cam footage going to this one, the Elgato footage going to that one. I have my thumbnail photos right here, my thumbnails, my intros, which I haven't been really using because I think like people, I'm sure they must get sick of them every time I've seen it, so I've kind of left them out. Outro, which is another important one which I'll get into during the editing phase, and then once the YouTube ready, then it'll be done. So after the editing, then it will come into the YouTube ready, and which I'll show you how to do that anyway later. Alrighty, so let's crack into it here. Sorry if I'm looking to the left here, I've got another little screen here, which is the computer screen, which is the one that you're seeing anyway. So I'm going to click out of that. So obviously these two are still going to be running, that's okay. And we're going to click out of that. Now I'm going to click onto the Movavi Video Suite 18. I haven't upgraded it yet, but this is the editing software I use, and it's pretty easy for beginners. It didn't take me too long to pick it up, but as soon as I picked it up, it was kind of good to go. So all we got to do there is we're going to close that. All you got to do is hit the video sign. And then as soon as that kind of pops up, then we should be good to go to input all the different files. So it's taking its sweet little time here. So obviously all these little hints and tricks hopefully might be able to get you onto that reaction video scene. And this is kind of the easiest way I've found to do it. I've kind of didn't really find too much videos out there that kind of detail how kind of to go about this, so you know, I thought I'd do one just to help the people out. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm just going to close that there. I'm going to minimize it a little bit, and what I'm going to do is click on YouTube. Alrighty, so I'm going to click on the cam footage here, and this is the one we just done today, so we're going to drag that across over here. We're going to find the audio for it, which is that one there. We're going to drag it in the bottom there. So this is how we do it. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into add a video track. So we're adding another video track to it. I'm going to click back out here, and then we're going to put the Elgato footage in. So the Elgato footage should be this one right here, and then again we're dragging it across here. And there we have it. And it's, as you can see down here, it's optimizing in the HD clips, which usually takes maybe, I guess, twice the amount of time it takes for the video. So it might take about 15 minutes for it to optimize, and that's basically you're going to have to wait until that's finished until you can start editing it. But what I like to do here is I like to just add another video track, and then what I'm going to do is I click back into YouTube, go into the intro. I have like a subscribe kind of video that I can add to the start of this as well. There we go, there's one there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let that kind of crack on, and see, for some reason that just bumped up all the way there, and you could see back there that it was going into the red. I kind of noticed it before, but I don't know why it done that. All good though. Usually doesn't happen like that, maybe because I'm just flicking around here. But yeah, so all I'm doing now is I'm just waiting for this to optimize in HD, and then we'll go into the editing process. So what we've covered so far is the prep and the recording, and then after the recording it's just basically getting ready to edit. So I'm going to cut away there until it's ready to go, and then we'll pick it straight up. So alright, it looks like we're back at it now for the tutorial. Yes, I've got a haircut. Yes, I've changed. That's what's going on. But yeah, let's crack into the editing side of things in this step-by-step process of getting a reaction video done. Alrighty, so if we go down into our new project, as you can see, the little bit down here for the HD loading is gone, so that means we are good to go. So if you can see down here, there's a scale motion. So what we're going to do is we're just going to increase it like so. Alright, and that kind of gives us to the end where we want to be. So right here we can see that this is where we started talking. So what I usually do is this X button usually cuts it off right there, and then I usually do about the same. I usually just eyeball this, to be honest, and it usually works out most of the time. It took me a while to kind of get to that level of skill. So what I do here is I just delete this. Now remember when I was talking to you about waiting the 5 seconds on the HD capture, so what I do here is I go into about 5 seconds worth. It's a little bit of playing around, but it's just I guess the technique that I use. So there we go. We cut that off there, and then we delete it right there like so. Alright, now we're just going to bring this back behind here so we can just delete this right there. Awesome. Cool. Then we're just going to realign it here, and as you can see they line up quite well. So what we're going to do there is we're going to delete this a little bit here. If you do an accident mistake, what you can do up here, edit and undo like so. I'm just going to change headphones now, bear with me. Alright, so these are my headphones I use to connect up while we're doing the editing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to right click on the top one. So this is obviously the one we use from the Elgato. I'm going to edit as overlay. What I usually do is I bring the corner down to about right here, just enough so I can just pretty much see my face and kind of clear it a little bit. And then what we're going to do is, for example, if we play this, both of them should kind of marry up. So let's have a listen.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome!
There we go, you can see they kind of match up a bit, so that's perfect. So what we're going to do there is we're going to delete this. Why we delete this one is because, as you can see, both the audio game and the audio through the webcam are connected. So you hear both of them and it's like real muffly, so that's why we delete this one. And then that's why we capture the audio separately. Just makes it more crisp, just makes everything a lot better. Now what I usually do like to do is I usually like to just cut it there, double click on it, and I like to just increase the volume just a tad to about 170, and then this one, as you can see, a lot of it is low. Here's like the high bar. So what I usually like to do is around that 220 mark. Or 230, 250, whatever. You kind of listen out and you can listen to yourself and see if it's kind of loud enough for what you need. So no, that's perfect. Alrighty, so we're just going to play here and we're just going to edit it. And this is all real time, like ain't fast forwarding it. There we go. So it's out of it listening to yourself sometimes, but it's good. Like you get used to it. So don't be worried if you feel like you sound a bit off or whatever. Just put yourself out there. That's the best way to kind of do it. Sometimes you make mistakes too, and you can edit that out also. So we'll see. I don't think I made any mistakes in this one, but we'll see. Alright, so this is our light button. So what we're going to do again, we're going to edit this overlay because we don't want it in the middle. what I kind of do is I like to bang it up in this left top corner here because there's a bit of space up there and it should be good. Now let's see if we can marry it up with, I think I say in this video, if you like, hit the like button. We'll have a look. And if you like these sort of reactions, make sure you smash that like button. Yeah, so it's a little bit out. There we go. See if we can get a little bit better. Like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. But apart from that, because I don't know anything, you gotta play around with it just a little bit. Jam it down in the comments below because I read them, I comment them. And if you like these sort of reactions, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. But apart from that, because I don't know anything, I think we're just gonna crack straight into it. There's no need for me to keep waffing on. So without further ado, let's go. Let's go. No expectations. See, I'm very good. But why I like this sort of software is it's a one-time payment, so you don't have to keep paying and paying. So yeah, that was great. It's pretty easy to use. Once you get used to it, like it's just clockwork. You can kind of get the editing time down packed by yourself as well, which saves you coin and allows you to pump these videos out. Alright, so I'm pretty happy during this middle part here, and it stopped right here. So what I like to do here is I like to just cut this, and then I'm just going to edit the overlay to just give myself a little bit of room so I can see the tats, get the guns out. Let's have a look. Alrighty. Yes, be brutally honest. Yeah, a little bit. So I go along here, and now what I like to do is I like to do a title that comes up and says the Knightsman score on the top left. So I don't think I made any mistakes. So let's try and find where I say about. So you can add obviously a lot of different things here, titles. I'll give a little demo soon. 1 second, I just need to find. Alright, what I'm looking for is where I give it the score. Sometimes if you muck up though, you can go back, you can really get into it, you can get nice and close so you can get fine cuts. But basically there's the delete button, the split, you can rotate it, you can crop it out, there's a lot of things that you can do. Alright, here we go. Oh, I think I actually gone past it, so let's go back a little bit. This is a little, I guess, the annoying thing, but it doesn't take too long. Here we go. Oh, great. All that happens. But yeah, we're looking for the title. Where is the title? Come on. There we go. 4 out of 10. So I bang it right here. I just want to extend it just a little bit, right like so. I'm going to right click there and press edit. So what I usually like to do here is I like to just, since I'll make it larger, put it in the top left corner. Then what I'm going to do here is change the title. Oh, bull. Yes. Obviously sometimes you can get interruptions, so you just basically edit that out. I won't do it for this one though. Alright, so what I'll do here is I'm just going to change the colouring because that white on white does not work for me. I usually like to change this one here to black because it really, oh, wrong one. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, this one here. There we go. Yeah, we'll change it to black. And then what I usually like to do is change this. Now, because I got 4 out of 10, which is a really low score, Let's just jam it there, 4 out of 10. I usually like to give it, for instance, anything under a 5 we give it a retitle because it's no good, and then anything above a 5 we give it a green stamp. So there you go, we'll place this correctly right there, and there you go, that's the title. So we'll just re-click back here and we'll play it. We'll just see if it kind of marries up. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now that that's done, let's kind of go through. It's really just as easy as that in terms of editing. I'm just going to show you what happens for transitions. So for instance, like you cut like a major bit out, then what you can do is you can like cut it there, and then you can go down to transitions, which is this one here, and you can just add stuff like this here. So it like, obviously this works better if these two were swapped around. So there we go, so like that, see how it pops like that? We don't need it for this one, but for instance, if this one was the main screen and our face was in a little corner box here, then these transitions work quite well to break up different scenes or different chapters or different videos or whatnot, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's a nice little trick there. Titles are here, and yeah, that's all. You can add like different emojis. I don't do that though, but little tricks right there. So we're pretty good so far. So all we're going to do now, alright, so what we're going to do now is to finish up, we're going to add another little screen. So let's come up here like so. Let's go to intros, and it's the screen here. Alright, so we're gonna find the place where I say like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. So here we go. There we go. There we go, like button right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click on the left button to go down to the Chrome key right here, and we're just going to click it so we get rid of that green screen, which works. There we go, boom. We're going to right click, hit edit overlay. We're going to bang it into the top left where it fits perfectly. Then we're going to go back and see if it kind of marries up with the likes. So let's have a little look. Let's have a look. There we go. All right. There we go. So let's crop this end bit out like so. Let's crop this one here. Then I can select all three like that. Delete. Alrighty, let's go to the outro. Alright, all we need to do here is add an outro like this, and then we're done. So we're going to export it high, and then we're going to rename it the mask or whatever it's called, the Iron Mask. And then we click start, and then that should do us. Alrighty, now the next one we'll be uploading it to YouTube, so stay tuned for that. We'll flick across now to it. Alrighty, we are back at it. So what we're going to do now is we've logged into our YouTube studio. So here we can see all our videos. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go up to upload a video under here. Just press this create button to upload the video. So we're going to do that because it's ready to go now. So all that work we put in throughout that video, and here we are. So we're just going to hit this button here, and then we're pretty much going to crack into how to upload it. So we're going to go into the YouTube ready button here, and then there it is. Here's our trailer that we've done before. this video. So it's here, it's all done. Only took, I don't know, maybe 10-14 minutes for it to finish editing and create a good copy. So that's awesome. So here what we're going to do now is we're going to input a little bit of information to upload our video. We're going to do a couple of other things which we'll show you in the step-by-step guide, but this is now heading into the uploading of a video, and this is what we pretty much do as soon as you finish that video anyway. So we might as well go from all the way from the start all the way to the end. So here, yeah, we're just going to keep we're pretty much just going to wait until it's finished here. It's taking its sweet little time, but as soon as it's ready to go, then we should be good to go. So here's the trailer that we watched before. So yeah, I mean, usually it comes down here on how long it's kind of in the process of uploading or processing. Once it's finished, sometimes it can take like a little tiny while, sometimes not, sometimes it pops up straight away. So we're just going to wait here until the information pops up. Alright, as you can see down here, it finished uploading. Now it's going into the processing. There you go, the details have popped up, so that's perfect. Alrighty, so bear with me, I'm just going to go get my keyboard. Alrighty, so I've got my keyboard here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tidy up the title. So the Iron Mask Official, I'm going to spell it right, Official, here we go, trailer, and then I usually just say the reaction in loud letters just to let people know what's going on. Alrighty, so we're going down to the description now. So we're just following kind of this process, and then you should be all good to go. We're going to do a couple of enters here, one more. So here I like to put original video, and then what I would do is go across to this one here, to the trailer that we watch. We just click here, copy, and then that's what we paste into here, and it's just something to kind of pay, you know, our tribute to the video that we watched. Obviously we're adding our spin to it, so we're creating our own content. It's not just straight posting this video without anything to do with us, so it's got us in there, so it's all good to go. And then in the description, I mean, you can just look down and put blah 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 blah, but we'll just say we'll just do just a generic watch the Iron Mask official trailer. So we're linking the title in there, reaction. Alright, we're going to make sure we spell iron right first, so you just right click there, thank you. Come on, there we go, thank you. Watch on reaction featuring Jackie Chan and no, don't even know how to spell his last name, so let's go into this A, and then we'll just copy his last name, because that is a long last name. Alright, that will do. And then we'll just paste that there. And then we'll just say enjoy our reaction, fellow Knightsmen. You know, just something cheesy. Knightsmen. There we go. Boom. And that's all we really got to do. Alright, so now we're going to pop down here, and this is where we upload our thumbnails. So how I like to do my thumbnails is I click out of this, so we just leave that be as there. I like to go to let's have a look at the final product. So the YouTube Ready page here. Here is the video that we've done before, which will have our reaction. Alright, and then what I like to do is I like to just, let's pick a good little pick here. So you just go through and kind of pick the one that you think's pretty cool, like that there. That looks cool, doesn't it? He's flying these chains around. Or even that dragon looks actually pretty dope. So what's that? That's 231. So yeah, let's have a little look. Do we want one of Arnie? Like what's going to bring us the most views is really what we are looking for. Like we definitely know that like a close-up like this is Arnie, if we can find it. Yeah, what are we going to do? Oh, that one looks alright. Where is it? Where is it? See, it's a really fine tune, but if you kind of get it in the right spot. I'm looking for that sword bit. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Alright, where is it? It was literally just right there. Come on. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. So it must be. There we are. That's what we want. There we go. We'll take that because that looks a little bit funny, doesn't it? And look at my face here, just absolutely loving it. So what I do here is go down to the snipping tool, double click it. To make sure instead of this title coming up, you just click here just so it goes away. I click new, bang, jam it across right here. And then there you go. Too easy. Then we just save that. So we file, save as. Then what we're going to do is going to save that to the folder here. So thumbnail photos. I'm going to call it Iron Mask. And then save it. And then we should be good to go. So we're going to cancel out of this. Cancel out of this. And then we're going to go to PhotoJet Designer, which is a program we use for our thumbnails. So it's a one-off payment, which is pretty good, and it's got all these cool little tools that you can implement, which is also cool. So we're just going to scroll down here, and as you can see here, YouTube thumbnail. So that's 1280 times 720 pixels, which is the perfect size for the thumbnails for YouTube. We're just going to click that, and then it will pop up for us. Then all we've got to do is come down into the photo section, add photo, and then we're going to add this, and we're going to add our logo too, because any advertising for the channel is always good. So we're going to drag it here. I'm going to extend it across, and then we're going to drag this up here, and then we're just going to drag it here. I'm going to add a title. I always like this one because it works quite well with my background. So that's why you see in a lot of my videos I choose this style, but they've got quite a lot of other styles here, which is also quite good here. Now what are we going to put? Let's put Jackie versus Arnold. There we go. Jackie vs Arnold should do the trick. Usually I do put the score, but because this one got quite low, that might, I guess, put a couple of people off. So that's why I won't do that. Let's make this a little bit smaller though, so it's not overshadowing this, and let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's go. Here we go. No, I'm done cropping. I'm not cropping. Alright, here we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Just jam it in the corner there, and let's move this. And let's move this just a little bit down. There we go. Okay, so that's not too bad there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into clip art. We're going to add a little bit of clip art. So let's go into this one here, and they've got arrows. So what I like to do is just add different things. Like this one I like quite well at the bottom here, little arrows pointing to things. But what I might do is I might just add this here, and I'll just add my face. There it is, to mix Arnold. So I'm just gonna, just simple stuff like that. Here we go, and let's go to the effect. Let's change its color. I like going for lighter stuff so it makes it quite obvious, like boom, look at this, he's looking at me and I'm looking at him, that sort of thing. So I think that's good to go now. Like that was literally done in what, a couple of minutes. Usually sometimes I like to place them over here if I have a little bit of more room with the logo, to make the title stick out a little bit more. But I think, I mean, we could lower it down like that. No, I think we'll keep it up there. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and then what we're going to do there is we're going to save it. We're going to call it Iron, just like so. Save it, and then we're going to pick the thumbnails because that's the photos we save to. This is the final thumbnail. As you can see, I've done quite a few, so we're going to save there, exit, and exit, and now we have done. So now what we're going to do is going to upload the thumbnail. Here we go. So we're going to hit the thumbnail folder, and then where is it? It is Iron. There we go. Begani. Done. Too easy. We're going to select the playlist now, and then it is movie reactions. There we go. So it's a playlist we like to save to. I'm going to click done, and that is it there. So we're going to click next now. Boom. Just like that. That's simple. And it doesn't take long at all. If you definitely get it to a fine art of just pumping them out, really it's like anything. Now we go to the add and end screen. Now in the editing, you've seen I dropped the outro at the very end of the video. Okay, this is what the end screen is for. Alright, so it's pretty much at the end where you can pop 2 videos up. So what I like to do here is I've got it made, and it's made specifically for a template. So for the template I chose this one here, so it's got my subscribe and the 2 videos, so I select that there, and then I find where the video ends. So it's just a little bit of a kind of just keep dragging it until it starts. There we go, boom, just like that. And then you obviously drag these ones to match, and then it's done. Then you move the videos to kind of block that and block that, and then we're done. Then we can click here where it says edit element. We're going to add the videos we want to pop up, and this one here, this one's done crazy, 7,500 just about 30 views. That's mind-boggling, and it's only been out for 2 days. It's my best video to date. As you can see, some of them here, 7 views, 43. Like, it's really hit and miss, but we're going to add this one up. You know, we want to bump up the views. We're going to try and get 10,000. The next video, we're going to the second one now for this one, and what we're going to do is I think we're going to pick best for viewer. Alright, and that YouTube's going to choose the best video they think matches this trailer here, which is quite handy and easy. So you're just going to come up here and click save. As soon as it's saved, all changes saved, then you go return to YouTube Studio. And then boom, the end screen is added just like that, and too easy. So that's how you edit if you don't know how to edit. And then it should take you to the next phase. As soon as it likes to pop up. It's taking its sweet time though. Here we go. Done. So that you'll see a tick right over here, right there for the end screen. Now I'm going to add a couple of cards. Now sometimes you in your videos you find that people will kind of they don't a person is not going to really stick here and watch all the 7 minutes. I mean, they might, and it'll be great if they do, but usually at different points they like to kind of click off. But if you kind of entice them into watching another video, for instance a rainbow one, we'll come down here and we'll say it could be must watch, wow, simply amazing, because it blew my mind. So we're going to create that card. So if they're starting to watch the 1 minute mark and they kind of give up, they'll have a little pop up here, which will be the Rainbow Six trailer, and they might pop on that, which is going to give us more views and kind of try and keep that viewer around, if that makes sense. So we're going to add another one here. We're going to top 10 most anticipated one. We're going to be like, yep, must watch. So I've created some of these teaser texts, just easy, simple. They're going to kind of engage people. What I like to do is I like to do about 4 to 5, I think, in terms of like how many cards I want to do. Sometimes you kind of stick with the theme. So obviously these are all games, so the person who's who's clicked onto this is obviously interested in movies, so that's why we try and stick it to movies. So obviously, sorry, I need to redo that one because I forgot to say a word down here. We're just going to put must watch. Boom, just like that. So that's 3, and then I think we're going to put one here, which is just probably one more. Let's go Fast and Furious. Let's do it. Again, must watch. And then for the last one, if people kind of stick that long, then we'll add in one more, and it will be a playlist instead of a video. So a playlist, we're going to go down to, here we go, movie reactions, because that's what they want to see. I'm going to check out more trailer reactions. So boom, create it like so, and then there you go, you got 5 cards, and it's all changes saved, so it's all done automatically. And then you go return to YouTube Studio. Alright, whenever it decides to pop up. Here we go, thank you. And then should be another tick right here, and that means both of them are good to go, and then the video elements are done. So we click next. Just like that, next, there we go, and then we see publish now. So you can schedule it if you want to schedule a video release, so you can just pick a date and time, and it will do it automatically because it's already down here, it's finished processing, so it should be good to go. However, I want to smack bang it out, so I hit the public here so everyone can see, set an instant premiere, unlisted private, we set the public one, and then we click publish. And then that should publish our video published. So there you go, that is how we start a video all the way through to the end. So just a couple of side notes though. A lot of these, if you're planning on doing reaction videos, there are a lot of different things or that you can implement. For example, the thumbnails are very important to entice people to click on your video and kind of get them going. Another thing is playing with your humor, or with your personality. Just I find the easiest thing to do is just be yourself in these videos, because it makes it easier. You're not kind of acting it, and people don't feel like you're fake in a way, if that makes sense. If you're just yourself and you're just loving it, and for instance, I'm very high energy, I just go hard, and that comes across in my videos, and I guess that's why people like it. Well, that's what I think anyway. But as long as you're yourself, then that's all you can really do. Don't be alarmed if you get an email saying that a copyright, it's not a strike, but it's been copyrighted. Usually it's the music in the trailer videos, or it's something along those lines that triggers like a copyright infringement, and then what that pretty much states is then they either can take your monetized videos, they can just not worry about it and just let you keep going hard, or they can shut it down completely and stop your video. Now I think I've only had one video, let's have a look, that has happened to me. So if we go cancel out of this, and then we'll go to our videos and have a quick cheeky little look, yeah, and then you'll see down here. So at the moment I'm not monetized. I'm actually about maybe 70,000 watched minutes from being monetized, as I've just recently re-kicked the channel back into action. But as you can see here, copyright claim on a big video too. So if I was monetized, then they could possibly have taken it. But let's have a quick little look. Usually you can see the details, I think, as to what they do, or like what they've claimed on. Let's see if it pops up here. Yeah, it's just taking its time here. Alright, well, it's decided to freeze on me anyway. But as you can see, it's copyright claimed, and then if it hasn't got any restrictions, you see the none here. But I have got a couple of claims, as you can see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the copyright summary and status. So the channel impact, it's not infected. So that means The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel, so you're not going to get a strike, which is the main thing. Here we go, the visibility. So they've kept it public, which is good. That means I can still get views, I can still get watch minutes. At the moment I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter, but if I was monetized, then it would be ineligible. Even though you're not in YouTube Partner Program, which I will be soon, it just means I can't make money off that video, which is a bit of a bummer because it's done quite well, or for my channel at the moment. But as you can see down here, the impact on this video cannot be monetized. Monetized in some districts. As you can see here, content found during the 5:19 minute mark to the 5:45 minute mark. Sometimes what people see, there you go, the Rainbow Six Siege theme. So what sometimes people do in the reaction videos, they stop it halfway. I used to do that, and I do it every now and again, but it just really depends. So that's not too bad at all. And if we go down and have a look, you know, it's happened a good couple of times for the copyright claims here, here, like most of them relatively not, but they do pop up. But it's all good. Like at the moment I haven't got any strikes, so they only just claim certain stuff, obviously because I haven't just re-uploaded their video. If I re-uploaded their video, then there can be a copyright strike, and that's no good. So that's just a little tip to you. Don't worry about these copyright claims, because all they do is they affect you making money basically. But that's all good. We're here for the views, we're here for the good times, so it doesn't really matter. Other tricks and hints, here are kind of the apps I use. So I use the game capture, obviously for the PlayStation 4 to capture the video, Logitech capture. So I'll have all the equipment linked down in the description. I have a photo editor, which I don't really use because I just use the PhotoJet Designer. This is what I use for capturing the audio. This is the editor I use, which is quite easy, and then the OBS Studio is what I use to capture my computer screen. As you can see here, it's capturing what's on my computer screen, not what's on my TV. So that's what I'm using now to show you what's going on in this big picture here. But yeah, apart from that, that is pretty much the whole video in its wrap. So the different stages is, first of all, prep for the video. Have in your mind what you think the video is going to be. Sometimes you just search YouTube and like videos pop up with official trailers, and then you can, like for me, I pretty much do just a tad bit of research just so I know what's going on, and then I just react to the video straight away. Some things that you can do to help is like have sticky notes just underneath the camera, so when you're actually looking down, you're looking at different hints or tricks that you can say, or different prompts, which is going to help you remember and help you talk, because sometimes people don't like talking, even though they're doing a YouTube video, but it just helps them. So that's all good. So the first one is definitely prepping the equipment, making sure the lights are working, make sure the TV is muted. That's another good trick, because they'll get you sometimes with the microphone. Having little microphone buffers, so those like those foamy black sticking like squares, you can just have them all around, and that will just redirect the sound as well, which is good. And yeah, so if you just prep the equipment, and then we get into the filming, the videoing, and then once the videoing's done, you're getting it into everything saved into the folder. Then the next stage is getting it all into the editor, letting it load, and then once it's loaded in HD, so it's nice and smooth. Otherwise, if you don't let it load, then it's going to be real laggy. So as soon as it's finished loading, then you edit it, export it. Once it comes into the final copy in this one here, then you upload it to YouTube following this system. So I hope that anyone out there that are looking at doing reaction videos find this guide worthwhile. I think it's a good kind of guide to use and just kind of have going like on your phone or something while you're doing it yourself, because this will definitely help you pump these videos out even more. But yeah, I mean, good luck with all your reaction videos. You know, everyone starts somewhere, and you can always kind of progress up and up. I think the main thing is not giving up is the huge thing, and just pumping on through. Like, I've been doing this about half a year now, and I'm still not making any money, but it's all for the love, you know. And then as I grow more, and I get more views and watch time, then you'll definitely kind of skyrocket and try and get some moolah from there. But for you to be monetized, you just need 1,000 subscribers and about 240,000 minutes watched, which is about 4,000 hours, and then you can start running ads and get revenue and that sort of stuff. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Those are the apps there. I'll give you the equipment. I've kind of given you the step-by-step guide on the different ways, or from start to finish, and how I upload it. And I hope that you can take this and keep watching it and kind of teach yourself how to do this, because I never had this when I first started. I kind of, you know, I done it through the trial and error sort of way, and now I've stumbled on my system which works for me. And yeah, I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But I definitely have a TV which can be a monitor. I run everything from my PlayStation and computer, all linked up, and I do have a computer screen down here. That's why I've been looking down this way. But apart from that, anyone can do it, and I wish you the best of luck in your adventure in YouTube channel. If you want to jam your channel down below, we can be, you know, YouTube friends. We can help each other kind of grow in that, and that'll be excellent. If that's what you're keen for, then all good. Just comment down below. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button, because this is going to help the video kind of reach the analytics and get more and more people kind of looking for it, and that's just going to skyrocket. And if that happens, that's good for the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, become a Knightsman. Our aim for this whole year is to get the silver play button behind us. That's what we want, 100,000 subscribers, and we need your help to do that. So if you thought this video was good, definitely hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification, because that's going to let you know when the next videos pop out. But apart from that, I'm going to wrap up this video and edit it off so I can upload it. So this can help you for a guide on how to make a reaction video on YouTube for 2020. Now I hope you've got everything that I provided for you. If I haven't covered anything, then please jam it down below, and I'm happy to revisit it and comment anything. We need a comment to help you upload your videos. But apart from that, thank you very much if you've watched it all the way through, or even just watched parts of it. Big help, fellow Knightsman. Thank you, and have a good day or night wherever you're from in this big wide world. That is Knightsman out. Cha, chin. Good luck on those videos.